All right, so here he is, Tyler Jeffrey Dillashaw, as DC likes to call him, the former two-time UFC bantamweight champion. Certainly one of the best 135-pound fighters of all time.
Yes, and you recognized it right away. Going into the fight against him and Morale, people thought TJ Dillashaw had no chance. He went out there and very early on showed Henry Morale that he was in with something different. Unbelievable striker. He's very disciplined. He has a great ability to follow a game plan, and it's shown in his rise to becoming one of two of the best bantamweights the UFC has ever seen.
And if you won't say it, I will. Got a full ride to Cal State Fullerton, three-time NCAA qualifier. Hasn't necessarily been a wrestler first in mixed martial arts, but a very good submission game, and in terms of the striking, the footwork, and everything else, truly a sight.
He hasn't had to.
Right.
He hasn't had to. Johnny's been able to go out there and beat guys with striking when you said he's a fantastic wrestler.
He's a fighter's fighter, and he has a lot to prove as he gets back in the octagon here tonight. All right, so we get another look at a guy who many believe might be the best grappler in this division. He has a lot of different tricks that are part of his trade, and he's got a favorable matchup here tonight.
And the grip strength of these guys that are high-level grapplers are something to behold. The guy grabbed me the other day and said, just feel, Daniel, feel the grip. And I was like, holy smokes. You could tell he has spent a lifetime of grabbing guys, maneuvering you, moving you into position to try and get you to the floor. And that's what he's done so effectively since joining the UFC.
And I didn't even grab you as hard as I could.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I wasn't talking about you. We're talking about this guy.
Right, and he's got a big one in front of him today. Vegas believes he should win this fight. We'll see if he can hold serve as the favorite tonight. Triple C, Henry Cejudo. And that means we are set for our main event of the evening. Our tail of the tape for this flyweight fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world and the former UFC bantamweight champion, Henry Triple C Cejudo.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. He will likely go down as one of the best bantamweights in UFC history, the UFC bantamweight champion, TJ Dillashaw. You know about his relationship with Dwayne Bang Ludwig, one of the better Muay Thai striking games in the sport, TJ Dillashaw.
Big double leg, double change.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Modern fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Postures up now and lands the vicious hit. Huge elbow there. Oh, another huge ground strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take?
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Oh, big shots from the top. Another ground and pound strike lands. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Dillashaw.
Free up your hips.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Oh, nice.
Ground and pound strike there now. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do you do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhooks when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
All right, 5 minutes in the can. Now we get to round two. Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw. Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch to the hips, and boom, inside leg kick lands. Good punch lands.
Huge fist being rained down by TJ Dillashaw. So the world-class TJ Dillashaw, you can't have a conversation about the greatest bantamweights of all time without mentioning the name TJ Dillashaw. Skill for skill, you might be looking at the best fighter in mixed martial arts. The Olympic gold medalist Cejudo going for the takedown here, nothing doing there.
It got defended, but it will give Henry the idea that takedown may be coming.
Big left hand there. Back and forth we go. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Dillashaw's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now.
Not being just defensive, but offensive off his back. Great punch lands.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Another ground and pound strike lands.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back.
That was a slick transition.
Cejudo's back in full mount. Well, ground and pound 101, and now you start to see some swelling up here.
Oh.
Under a minute to go. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Cejudo ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, round 3 coming up next. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
But we can't allow that to happen. We got to get back up to our feet. The guard is awesome.
All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice kick landed there by Dillashaw. Straight punch is true.
He's got that single collar tie.
Dillashaw's eye is starting to swell shut.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Strong punch to the head in the clinch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, that's a huge knee to the body. Cejudo gets stung by that leg kick. Oh, body kick attempt here, it's no good.
Trying to recover, but he's in a lot of trouble. He sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier. Gets on the feet, his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy, back at the Mexico, these two guys are trading huge shots.
Big left hand lands upstairs. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the right finish at that point.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Cejudo's in half guard. Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Cejudo. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. It don't play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
20 seconds now remain in the round. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. So there is the horn, standing ovation from this capacity crowd. Near knockouts by both fighters. Probably the best round we've seen thus far this year.
Oh, man, this is the best round of fighting that I have seen for a very long time. Why did the bell have to stop? Let's just go 10 minutes straight.
Pride rules. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting it over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, and he tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Cejudo.
Good punch.
Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing shots.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Cejudo's in half guard. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground. And
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get...
yeah, Page and Alexi let it. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by the ever-improved Henry Cejudo. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
Holy smokes!
Unbelievable. So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritize the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
Oh, we now go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 21 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Henry Triple C Cejudo!
Well, you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Message sent. Henry Cejudo, the Olympic gold medalist, your winner tonight by TKO.
Henry Cejudo really did emphasize finishing this fight. It was his goal going into the fight tonight, and that's exactly what he did.